Hey Chase, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. All right, so there's just one software that everyone's talking about, and want to go over that with you today. That replaces a bunch of these other marketing softwares that businesses and marketers are using. Do you know about it? I know you do.
I may have heard of it. Yeah.
You may have heard of it. All right. So, it replaces a bunch of these softwares that you see on the screen. And drum roll, it is high level. All right. So, high level, Chase, as you know, replaces a bunch of the softwares, and marketers absolutely love using this software, me included. And a little bit of background, guys. I've got Chase Buckner with me from from High Level. He's a director of sales and marketing at High Level. Amazing guy. We've been working with Chase for a while now, and he's a pleasure to work with. And myself, I'm Beyond Singh, founder of Extendly. We are one of the affiliates with High Level to help people get started with High Level, right?
Yeah. You guys have done an incredible job.
Thank you, Chase. Chase, so I want to hear it from you. I know I can talk about this all day, but what is high level? Can you tell everyone?
Yeah, I can. I'll do my best. This is a tough question to answer. We're constantly working on that one sort of elevator pitch, that one line that explains it. I think the one that I love the most is high level is the tool that makes agencies money. And that's kind of really an interesting way that we've been thinking about it more. We saw one of our customers actually in a Facebook post one time. Somebody asked, "Hey, can somebody tell me how high level compares to whatever the other platform was?" And somebody replied like, "That other platform costs me money and high level makes me money." And for us, that was kind of just beautiful because that's really what we're going for, right? So high level is a sales and marketing platform that agencies can use for themselves and their clients, that they can white label and resell to their clients for whatever price they like. That's kind of it in a nutshell. You showed a bunch of logos on the screen, and I would, to be fair, I would say people say that a lot, like high level replaces all these things, which it can do. But I'm not going to stand here and say like, yeah, like every one of those apps that you saw on that screen, every feature that they have, we have it. That's not true, of course, but we focus on the ones that matter most to agencies, right? So, does ClickFunnels have some feature that we don't have? Probably. Does ActiveCampaign, does HubSpot, does whatever. But what we try to do is look at, what do marketers need, agencies specifically, from these feature sets? And that's what we build. So we typically don't go like super deep into one particular thing. We focus on like, what are 80% of marketers doing with this that they need? And that's what we do. So we like to think of it as everything that you need to capture, nurture, close, evangelize, and reactivate prospects into customers. And, that typically means we're building, forms and surveys that we're putting on landing pages or web pages. We're using automation to convert those leads into a booking on a calendar. So, online scheduling. Then we need to get reviews from these people, and then we need to reactivate them so that they come back and buy over and over. So kind of every tool that you need to do all of that is what you'll find in high level.
Absolutely. That's a really good way that you put it. So number one, to point out, you're absolutely right. It does help agencies make money. So if you're using some of the other softwares that may cost a per user fee, or there may be a per account fee, and especially if marketing agencies are managing multiple customers, right, multiple businesses, they've got to get a new subscription for each and every one of them. And that adds to amounts to quite a bit of a bill that agencies have to afford. Even if you're passing the cost forward, right, then it's the business that's affording that cost, which is nothing but a cost. Versus high level, we don't have that problem. It's one fee, and we'll go into that in a little bit as well. But it's one fee, and you don't have to pay a per user fee or a per account fee. You can literally have, and that fee is not that much. It's very small. You can literally have a whole bunch of hundreds and hundreds of accounts and users inside your agency account, right?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, so it may not replace every single feature that some of the other apps that are out there that may have, but it does a very good job of getting you to the point where you can say, hey, I don't need that software. I can do away with the software, cut out that subscription, and work within HighLevel. Would you say that's right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from all of those companies that you had on the screen. Look, we look up to a lot of them. They've done incredible things, and lots of them have these really nuanced features that you can go crazy with. But yeah, the truth is, to do good marketing, you don't usually need all of these crazy features. You need the core set. And the challenge with being an agency or a consultant is that to do great marketing, you in the past, you kind of had to tie a bunch of tools together. So Zapier, APIs, all that kind of stuff, which is always painful, right? It never runs really seamlessly. And so with HighLevel, we bring them all into one place, one system, it all ties together. And so it's typically a breath of fresh air, I would say, to an agency or a consultant.
Absolutely. And to your point, one small example of that is, let's say you're using something like Calendly or something to get your appointments booked online on a website, right? And when someone goes there, they can easily book through Calendly, select the date and the time, and receive a confirmation message. All that's great, but where is that data going? It's just going into an email inbox, and that's it, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to do something with that data, you got to use Zapier or APIs or some of the other integration platforms to push that data into some sort of a CRM. Well, here at HighLevel, you don't need that. It goes directly. So same functionality of booking an appointment, choosing a time, entering your information in, receiving a confirmation, and then going further, receiving reminders and other notifications as well. And then at the same time, it also goes into the CRM smoothly without any integration required at all, right out of the box. And now you can do other automation with that data as well.
Yeah, 100%. I love that use case too. We run a ton of webinars. We use Zoom to actually do the webinar, but we never use Zoom for the registration or anything, right? Because we want to own all that information. We don't have to want to zap the data back and forth or whatever. So, we handle it all in HighLevel. Because maybe we don't want them to just get one email reminder. Maybe we want them to get 5 and text messages and voicemails, and then maybe we want to let you know that if you DM us this phrase on Instagram, we'll send you some other things so that we get you over there. All this stuff that marketers want to do gets really hindered when you've got to jump from one platform to the other. So by bringing it all together, it just unlocks an insane amount of capability of power for a marketer.
Absolutely. And one example of that is, so I used to have Calendly before I switched our accounts over to HighLevel. The problem with Calendly was that you would get just one reminder that goes out of the box, right? And that's it. Well, here in HighLevel, we've actually been able to increase our show rate to those appointments by crafting a workflow automation sequence that lets us text message and remind and email a person before the meeting. So we've got like a 2-day before, a 1-day before, then the morning of, and a 10-minute before. That 10-minute before text message is amazing. It not only it goes to the person who's going to attend the meeting, but also the host. For example, me, it also comes to me, so I can stop doing whatever I'm doing. 10 minutes in, I got this 10-minute reminder, and I can jump right into it and get ready for that meeting.
I mean, marketers are smart people, right? I've been amazed at what I see people do on the platform. To your example, like I love I saw somebody who does pay per appointments, right? They only charge their clients for appointments that show up. And that can lead to trust issues, right? If your client's telling you nobody's showing up, how do you prove them wrong? So, I saw one agency where they'll text the attendee of the appointment, let's say 5 minutes before or whatever, and they say, reply to this text with present or some word to let us know that you're here or that you're ready or whatever it may be. And so anybody who texts that back, they know that they showed, right? And so there's no room for lying or mistrust or whatever. So things like that I love to see when our customers come up with really creative ways to use all these tools.
Absolutely, and in HighLevel, there's also this condition you can put in place where you can say if the person didn't respond within X amount of minutes or whatever, right? Then text them again and get them to. So in case maybe they didn't see the message, and the first time around, you can follow up again and say, hey, how did maybe after the appointment this time, right? How did the appointment go? Were you able to attend this and that, right? And get some feedback.
Totally.
That's amazing. All right, so we're going to talk more about HighLevel, but before we get into why marketers and businesses love HighLevel, I want to tell you about some bonuses that we have to help you get started quickly with HighLevel. So as I said earlier, we're one of the top affiliates with HighLevel, and for that reason, we've put together a list of items that we see people should have on a regular basis to get you started quickly as possible without any issues at all. You can read more about that on our website at getextendly.com. We've got a 14-day trial or a 30-day trial. We offer 6 months of support with that is hands-on tech support to help your agency get started with HighLevel. So if you're bringing over accounts and things of that nature, and you may need additional help than what HighLevel offers, we're able to provide that additional help to you. And then one of the other big bonuses that we offer is we do a done with you white label setup. So we talked about earlier that you're able to resell this software to your customers where it actually makes you money, and we help you do that. So your logo, your branding, your color scheme, it all looks like your own agencies, so you can tell your customers that this is your own SaaS product. Maybe you want to say it's built on HighLevel or whatever the case may be, but it's going to look and feel like it's your own. So we help you set all that up. There's bunch more bonuses that we offer. I'm going to urge you to go to our website to read more about them, watch some videos that are there. If you are ready to sign up after watching this video with me and Chase, then go ahead and head over to getextendly.com/HighLevel. We'll put the link in the description as well, but getextendly.com/HighLevel.
Yeah,
right, Chase,
and I would say, before we jump into this conversation, I would just point out that what you guys do at Extendly is phenomenal. You guys have an amazing reputation in our community. There's a handful of folks that have built really reputable sort of like auxiliary brands around HighLevel, and Extendly is definitely one of them. I would say that Bant and his team have probably helped more high levelers find success, get through the learning curve quicker than anyone. I mean, you guys are definitely in the top 1%. So if you're watching this and you're wondering if, these are the guys, I would definitely say, rest assured, they will get you where you need to go.
Thanks, Chase. You made my day right there. Thank you very much. That was an amazing compliment. All right, so moving on, Chase, I want to ask you on this. Why do marketing agencies love this software so much? And not just marketing agencies, even small businesses that are using it. Why do they love it so much over a bunch of these other ones that are out there?
Yeah, I would say it's, I think immediately people's minds go towards features. And I would say it's actually more just the ethos of HighLevel as a company, right? So like we built HighLevel for agencies, for marketers, for consultants. And we did that because we believe something that most of the logos on the screen here probably don't. I don't want to speak for them, but we saw the world of business success pretty clearly in that in this day and age, every business needs software, right? They need tools to get things done, to do good marketing, to close, prospects into customers, to reactivate them, all that kind of stuff. But the average business has no clue what software they need, nor do they care, by the way. They just want things to work.
Yes.
And so typically what happens is they'll struggle for long enough until they realize that these things called agencies and consultants exist. And then they go find one and say, can you help us? And then the agency goes, absolutely. You're going to need a tool. You're going to need a CRM. You're going to need a tool for online scheduling. You're going to need a tool for some automation here. You're going to want to enable people to text your business. All these different things that an agency knows a business should use and an agency knows how to set up. And so here's where it gets really interesting. Agencies typically do that work because they know, well, one, they want to sell the business their services, right? So ads, SEO, websites, reputation management, et cetera. Those are higher ticket items, right? We charge more for those things. Businesses are willing to pay higher amounts for those things than they pay for software. But agencies know that without the software, the success of those services is hard to accomplish. And so it creates this interesting problem. The churn rate of services is really high, right? And agencies, marketers, consultants, we don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Right. And so our data shows, we've worked with, I don't even know how many tens of thousands of agencies at this point. The average is about 3.5 months. So an agency will retain a client on Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, whatever, for an average of 3.5 months. Why is that? Well, for me, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can't really win, right? If you don't find them success fast enough, they're going to cancel the service. If you do find them success, at some point, they're going to say, oh, this has gone so well, we don't need you anymore, right? Because the truth is most businesses, when they hire an agency, are really looking to improve by like 20 to 30%. Most businesses couldn't handle if you doubled their business, right? They're just not ready to open another location, expand, whatever. Yeah. So a lot of times you'll come in and you'll do a great job and you'll boost their business by 20 to 30%. And then they go, oh, great. Well, we're already on page one. Why do we need to keep paying you for SEO? Or, you've done such a good job of building our database through ads and you've shown us how to reactivate that database. Why do we need to keep paying you? Like, our team can do it from here.
Yeah.
So whether you do a bad job or you do a great job, services get canceled. What doesn't get canceled is the subscription to the softwares that the agency chose and set up for the business.
That is true.
The churn rate of software across the board is about 5% or lower, which means that agencies choose software, do the hard work to set it up, train a business on how to use it. The agency typically gets fired 3 to 4 months later, but then the business pays for that software for years. And that's what we saw very early on, and we decided to fix. So we wanted to build one tool that has everything a marketer needs in one place and let them resell it as their own software, right? It's not about our logo at HighLevel, it's about your logo. You put your logo, your branding on the software. So now an agency can say, we provide both the services that you need and the software that you need. We're a one-stop shop. And when you cancel your ad campaign because we did too good or we didn't do well enough, whatever that may be, you're going to keep paying for the software for years to come. And that's really why I think we resonate so strongly with agencies, because we take that ethos, that belief, and we carry it across not just what we build, but how we price it. So like you said, most of the logos on this screen, if not all of them, charge you either per account, per user, or per contact in the system. That's just the way the industry has always been. Whereas we're the exact opposite. You pay us one monthly price and you get unlimited client accounts, unlimited users in the system, and you can add as many contacts to each of those accounts as you want. And then you can resell it for whatever you want, right? And so an agency comes in and they're typically like, wait a minute, what am I missing here? I can pay you guys $500 a month, and then I can go resell this to 1,000 customers at $500 a month, and I still only owe you $500 a month. And it's like, yep, that's exactly how it works. So we're on a twofold mission: build the best all-in-one tool, but also, turn agencies into software providers. And I think that mix is really what, agencies have fallen in love with.
Yeah, and essentially, agencies become more profitable. And matter of fact, this is true because I felt the same thing. So when I was first introduced to HighLevel, right, I came to the website and checked it out. I'm like, okay, great, it does all of these things that I don't need a bunch of these other softwares to do anymore. And I looked at the price point. The price point was $299 per month for unlimited account, or you can have your SaaS, which is $497 per month for also unlimited accounts, and you're able to resell and whatnot, just like a software company. And I'm like, this is way too good to be true. I don't know if this is really going to pan out. And now look at this, couple years later, we're loving every single thing about HighLevel. Can't wait for more announcements and features that you guys are constantly rolling out. Most recently, I heard Sean roll out the affiliate management feature, which is amazing. That was not even expected, and now it is available on the platform. So yeah, absolutely.
That specific one, again, that ties back to everything that we believe, right? HighLevel grew through, we don't have a sales team. Our sales team are our customers, our affiliates. Every customer is automatically enrolled in our affiliate program. If you share your link and another agency signs up, we pay you 40% of what they pay us every month forever. And so we've built an amazing affiliate program, but we've really grown because of them. And we grow with our affiliates and our customers. And that's always been super core to what we do. So it only makes sense that if we're going to turn you into a software provider, that you should be able to enable your customers to do the same thing, right? Spread the word, help you grow. And so, yeah, now you're going to be able to manage all of that affiliate tracking inside of HighLevel as well.
That is brilliant. So referrals for businesses are extremely important, especially for small businesses. I own a couple other businesses, and I've grown them. I would say we spend 60% of the time talking to referred businesses, and they close much faster, versus the other 40% is spent with through ads and traffic and other methods where the customer is first learning about us in a different way, not a referral method. And those are generally a little bit longer sales cycles versus a referral. As in coming from an affiliate or something like that, where you've already learned about a product a little bit more, closes much faster. You get to the sales point much faster.
Absolutely. I mean, referral programs are tried and true, right? Yeah. Now the key to it is you have to price things so that you have margin to pay referrals, right? So you can't, if you're on razor thin margins, a referral program is not going to work very well for you. But as long as you're priced accordingly, incredible opportunities to incentivize your clients to spread the word, because, they essentially end up paying for the product of the service. They get it for free because they referred X amount of people. And so it makes things a really easy sale. And yeah, we're excited to roll that out. I was just on a product call, for that product this morning, and it's looking awesome. So that's just one of many, many, many new Well, I wouldn't say many new features. Like we don't have a ton of brand new things that we need to add, but many new enhancements, I would say. So the
Yeah.
feature sets are now getting really, we are going into those lower tiers of functionality and stuff, especially the CRM side. Like I'm so excited for everyone to see what's rolling out soon in the very, very near future on the CRM side of things.
Absolutely. So HighLevel does a level up event every year, and it's happening very soon this month. I'm very, very excited to
Bayon, you
see.
should kill your screen share. You're like so small. I need to see, your face bigger on my screen here.
All right, let me do that.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, so the level up event that's happening here shortly. I'm very excited to hear and find out all the new announcements that are going to happen here very, very fast.
Did you watch last year's level up event by
I
chance?
did.
So
And the year
last year,
before.
it was, yeah. So for the past 2 years, we've done it virtually on Zoom. And it's always amazing to see the energy that happens on a Zoom, right? It's like, whoa, this is crazy. This feels like, almost like an Apple event or something. And so now this is the first time that we're actually going to do it live. There's going to be hundreds of high levelers in the room. And there's just an insane amount of features that are going to be dropped or announced on that day. So it's going to be really, really exciting.
Absolutely. And what's more exciting is, I've seen you guys grow from where there was basic features, and now you guys are actually starting to work on even on those big features that were just, feature A. You're driving more attention to that previously created feature and building more on top of it, which is providing a great deal of help, and everyone's loving it.
For sure. And that's, it's tough because everybody wants, the thing that they want and they want it now. So,
Yes.
we have an ideas board where ideas get voted up. So it's really important for people to know that ideas.gohighlevel.com. And, so literally the customers drive the product in a lot of ways. But yeah, now we're at a place where we've been able to grow the team substantially. We have, I don't even know, 100 and I don't know how many developers right now. We're constantly hiring more, but each feature set has been able to add a couple of members to the team. And so we're able to, like the company object is something in the CRM side of things that people have been begging for a while now, and that's rolling out. And, that's going to open up a lot of things for folks that work in industries where that's important. Other really cool stuff around like video and courses and memberships and all that kind of stuff is now right around the corner, which is super, super exciting. It's going to be a really fun day.
Fantastic. I'm excied to hear all the stuff that's going to happen that day. All right, we're going to go right back to a quick recap of everything you just said that agencies love about this software, and the businesses that use it love even more. So in a quick recap, I want to share with you guys, just as Chase mentioned, unlimited user accounts. So when you get an account, you can have unlimited sub accounts, so unlimited businesses that you can bring on as an agency, and then that business can have unlimited users under that account as well. So you don't have to charge for X amount, X amount per each user on top of that, which is huge because remember, as we said, the maximum price point HighLevel has is a $497 plan. There's a $297 plan and a $497 plan, and the $497 is the top tier plan, which allows you to white label and create a SaaS, have a SaaS configurator and things of that nature as well. And you are still not paying per user or per account. Am I right on that, Chase?
Yeah, and it's so important, right? Because I always thought when I was running an agency, the pricing model of these softwares that we used to use was it was like a kick in the nuts. It was like, if hey, we just got a new client and we need a place to store this information, but they're not actually doing anything with it yet. Well, you're paying 100 and something a month, like just to get the account. And then it's like, okay, as we do a good job and grow the account, every month it costs more and more money. So every month our margin is going down a little bit. And if we try to pass that cost onto our clients, they feel like every month you're nickel and diming them. And so it's like the more success you have, the more of a pain point it becomes, which just, it sucks for an agency, to be honest. And so, yeah, we don't do it that way. You can create as many accounts as you want, and your price isn't going to change.
Absolutely, and your customer stays with you for a longer period of time, and you're not. The other point is, so the fact that it replaces a bunch of softwares, or has all of these features that other softwares have in one, is another reason where you can literally save them money by not having to have them pay for those other subscriptions. Instead, just pay for one, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, the average tech stack to do good marketing is going to be a couple hundred, approaching on $1,000 a month if you're talking about a business that is doing really well. So the fact that you can just come in and replace it all for them for a cost that you get to set, let's say you price it at $497 a month. Your client's thrilled because they're saving money. You're thrilled because now you're making software revenue that quickly becomes a utility bill, right? A CRM is a core part of a business. So as soon as you get them set up and running in that, they don't want to cancel it, right? It just becomes a utility bill, and statistically they'll pay for it for years. So it's been really the backbone of the new agency model. Our customers, high-level users who go into SaaS mode, as we call it, quickly see that it's the most stable revenue that an agency can generate. And so once you can stabilize your revenue, you can forecast the future, you can grow, at a more sustainable rate. You don't have panic attacks every other month when all of a sudden you lost 3 clients out of nowhere. And so, yeah, we've seen a lot of, to the point where we have seen a lot of agencies come back and say, you know what, we don't even do Facebook ads anymore. We don't even do SEO anymore. We just partnered with some people. We just focus on selling the software and get businesses set up with what they need on the software side, because it's just a way more sustainable model. So it's been very, very, interesting and awesome to be able to deliver this for agencies and help them really kind of shift their model into something that's more sustainable.
And it makes it so much easier for an agency as well, when they don't, typically, depending on the size of agency, you're going to be bottlenecked with number of clients that you can take on, right? And then after that, unless you add on a bunch more staff that you got to train and go through and do all these things, you're not going to be able to scale easily. And I want to point this out to everyone listening that Chase just mentioned, and this relates to scale, is that you can set your own pricing that you want to charge to your customers, the businesses that you're bringing on. So imagine this, you're paying $497, which is, let's say, the top tier plan that HighLevel has, right? The maximum amount it's going to cost you is $500 a month, right? And now you bring on another customer and you decide to charge them $497. Well, guess what? You just paid your own cost. You paid your subscription that you're paying to HighLevel. Now you've covered that, and every single new client after that is profit in your pocket, and there's no additional cost from the standpoint of HighLevel associated. HighLevel is not charging you anything additional on top of that to have that account, a user, in a business onboarded.
Yeah. And I would also add that with HighLevel, you get a lot of features that are automated that every business needs. So what that does is all of a sudden it creates all this automated value that you can deliver and charge for that doesn't require you hiring more and more people. And that's the key to sustainable growth, right? So like when you get into HighLevel, you onboard a client, you put the web chat widget on their site, and now all of a sudden people are text messaging them, right? That's generating new leads that weren't going to reach out in the past. Integrating with Google Business Chat, the missed call text back, so that every time a call goes to your client that they don't answer, a text just goes back to the person. It saves so many leads. It generates so much business. Throwing a Linktree style page on all their social profiles. Like, these things are all automated. Once you set them up, they just run. Companies pay hundreds of dollars a month for these things, right? If you go look at like a Podium, costs $500 a month, and you have to sign up for a year at a time. Businesses are paying for this stuff already. So you can now deliver it as your agency. It runs itself. You don't need to keep hiring staff. And if you sold 20 of those packages in a month, it doesn't matter, right? Because it didn't require you to go hire X amount more people to onboard and get all these people going, especially if you work with somebody like Extendly, right? These guys can help you, onboard people faster, and then support the software related stuff. And that's kind of like the missing piece, right? Is a lot of agencies like, well, I love the sound of this, but HighLevel has a million features. I'm not an expert in all of them. Like, what happens when my customers started asking me questions about the software? Well, if you work with like Extendly, they can handle that in a white labeled fashion for you. So you don't even have to worry about any of that. So it becomes a really, really attractive model for scaling, even if you don't end up selling them a service on top, which has, been sort of like a light bulb moment for a lot of agencies. But it's definitely something that is catching on and picking up steam.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're 100% right there. It literally makes agencies more profit by utilizing this software, and businesses are already using and paying for subscriptions that HighLevel can do out there. Well, Chase, let's go over some of the features. There's a lot of features inside the software, but all your standard stuff, from like SMS, text marketing, keyword marketing, to email marketing, calendars, appointment booking, workflow automation, reviews and reputation management, reporting, invoicing, a CRM. All of that is there, including a website and a funnel builder. As well as membership and courses. There's a lot inside this software, which is why we've been saying that it helps you replace a bunch of other softwares, because now you can take those core features, the main features that those softwares don't have to pay for that subscription anymore. More importantly, this is all integrated within one, right? So if you're using multiple other softwares, they don't talk to each other. You're having to do API integration or Zapier or some of these other third-party integrations to make all of it work and have the data transfer back and forth. Well, you don't have to worry about that with HighLevel, because all of that data is in one. And guess what? That saves you tons and tons of time in getting a new account started and getting a new account onboarded. On top of that, there's this one amazing thing that I love about HighLevel. It's called Snapshots.
I was going to say, we haven't even talked about Snapshots. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, Chase, I'm very excited about Snapshots, but I'm going to let you talk about it first. Tell people what are Snapshots and how they help people.
Yeah, Snapshots. Again, this is an agency-focused feature that helps agencies scale, right? So everything that you build out, let's say for your first client. And this is so amazing, especially if you work in a niche, right? So let's say I work with dentists. I have a landing page. Well, so we used to work with med spas at the agency that I used to run, that we knew worked. And so every time we got a new client, we would, spin up a WordPress install, which cost us money, build out the template, which cost us time and money. And then we had to go, build the Zapier to connect it to the to ActiveCampaign. And then we had to go, build the automations in ActiveCampaign, blah, 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 blah. So we're talking days or weeks worth of work. In HighLevel, everything that you build right? From the form that goes on the funnel to the automations, all of it, the calendars, it goes into what we call a snapshot. So you can save it all as like a bundle, and then it automatically deploys for your next client. So literally everything is there being, pre-built, waiting to just be kind of final touched. And we have these things called custom values, which I'm not going to get too far into, but they're like placeholders in the system so that you can literally just go, you onboard a new client, you deploy the snapshot, you go to the custom values and you fill them in once. And then all across the system, right? Landing pages, emails, text messages, all of that stuff dynamically updates with what you put in the value for the custom values. So you can literally launch a new client in a day, and in minutes, really, which is just something that has never been possible for an agency before.
Yeah, and that feature is huge for an agency level. That feature is huge because it doesn't. There's no other software out there that I know of that can actually do that between multiple different software that has all these features, and it can actually help you launch a new account as quickly as possible in that manner. And matter of a fact, a huge bonus that we offer as part of signing up through Extendly's with HighLevel is we have this thing called a small business universal niche snapshot. It's already built out. There's videos on our YouTube channel. Check them out. And it does let you get started with your customers and yourself as quick as 1 day, even less than that, but as quick as 1 day. So it has all of the features that we're talking about here, a bunch of them already built out, integrated. So all you need to do is load that snapshot in. Chase talked about custom values. You go into the custom values section, you replace the information with that individual business's information, and boom, you are ready to go. It's that fast.
It's amazing. I mean, you can even use custom values for like color codes, logo links. So like, imagine I have my landing page that I know works. I go in there, I change the business name, their location, their logo URL, their main color, their secondary color. Literally, the page dynamically updates itself and you're ready to rock. You're ready to drive ads. And so, yeah, I'm sure I haven't seen the Extendly snapshot, but I'm going to go out on a whim and say it probably already has automations for like appointment reminders and no-shows and all these types of things that a lot of businesses don't think about, or that young agencies haven't figured out that a business needs yet. And so that's just an amazing way to like jump the learning curve, I would say. And really, when you start setting stuff like that up, appointment reminders that use not just email, but also SMS and voicemail, when you start, having no-show campaigns so that people who don't show up start getting emails and texts that say, like, hey, sorry, you couldn't make it. Let's get you rescheduled. Here's the link to book again. All of that stuff adds up to a ton of saved revenue, new revenue, just value that you're able to deliver for your clients to reduce your churn, retain clients for longer, grow your agency. So snapshots are super, super powerful. And I know a lot of people have had success with the business snapshot that Bant and his team have ready to go.
Yeah, and that matter of fact, that snapshot's been in development for over a year. So it's changed and evolved and developed. We've figured out wherever there were errors and issues, how to improve content messaging, how to improve, for example, no-shows as one of the things. So it's evolved quite a bit. It's become so robust. Almost everyone that I talk to really, really loves that snapshot. And we offer it for free if you're signing up using the Extendly link. To do that, go to getextendly.com/highlevel. All right, Chase, anything else that you want to share with our audiences?
You can get a free trial, try it for free. I would definitely go through Bayon's link because you're going to get all that extra stuff and you're going to get an amazing team to support you, in addition to our own support. But yeah, I would just say, we're super excited for, how we're kind of changing the game for agencies. If you are doing marketing for somebody else, there's really, you're not going to find anything like HighLevel out there. So hopefully give it a try. And Bayant, thank you so much for having us on. You guys have done an incredible job. We really appreciate all the work you've been able to do, the success you've been able to help high levelers get to. So yeah, thanks again.
Thank you, Chase. Thank you for being with us. And it just exactly as Chase said, give it a try. There's a 14-day and a 30-day trial available. Give it a shot. You've got nothing to lose. If you don't like it, cancel at the 14-day or the 30-day. But I guarantee you, you are absolutely going to love the software because it is amazing. And matter of fact, so as part of being an affiliate, right, Chase, this is why we offer all of these bonuses, is because we help you get started with the software quickly as possible. So any troubles you may have, they're all gonna be gone. And we as an affiliate, and this is true about all affiliates, don't get paid unless you stick around with the software, right? So we're giving away all of this value, all of these additional bonuses to make sure you are going to have success with the software. So it's definitely worth trying, and I guarantee you, you're going to love it.
I agree.
Yes. Well, Chase, thank you very much for joining us here. Look forward to having another talk with you. Thank you, everyone. You all have a wonderful day. Again, to sign up, go to getexternally.com/highlevel.
Thanks for having us. See you guys.
All right, guys, take care.